For those of you who don't know, my name is Chase Floyd, and this is my second challenge of my 100 challenge. And hopefully you saw my first challenge, which was learning how to juggle. And I had a lot of fun with that challenge, but after I finished it, I wasn't sure of what to do next. Until one day, it hit me. I was at home watching one of my favorite shows, Full House, which is a sitcom with a lot of humor in it. And this particular episode revolved around Uncle Jesse, who was trying to win the heart of Becky. And I really enjoyed this episode, and during it, Uncle Jesse was playing guitar for Becky to try to win her back. And he was playing it, and then he was like, "Oh, have mercy," kind of in the way he used to do. But while I was watching it, I was like, this would be the perfect challenge for me to do for my second challenge. And for my second challenge, I decided to learn how to play guitar. To begin this challenge, the first thing I had to do was get a guitar. Huh. So that's what's in this box. After I got my guitar, I began doing a lot of research on it, and I began reading a lot about it. And I already had some prior musical knowledge from learning how to play piano, and I read a lot about it, did a lot of research, and I started learning about theory and chords. And I knew if I wanted to get better at guitar, I was going to have to learn some chords, so I started practicing open chords. You got your G chord right here. It's like a cozy house where you live. It's where you start your journey. Here I am in my house, nice and cozy. Then you poke your head out the door with the C chord. Yeah, everything looks okay out here. Maybe I'll take a walk outside to the D chord. Oh, walking around outside. Look at all the stuff out here. And then we go to an A minor. Oh, getting kind of cloudy out here. Looking like we might have some weather. And then we go to an E minor. Oh, we definitely got some weather. Things are a little more complicated than they seemed at first. And then we go back to my house. After learning a few chords, I began to put them together, and I started playing some actual songs. After learning a couple of songs, I was definitely improving, and I was pretty much playing every day, until one day I broke my first string. And now when it happened, I was pretty devastated. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? So, I didn't really have any nearby places to go to, and I was in the city at the time, so I had to go on a pretty crazy adventure to get these strings. Now, I looked online to find a guitar shop where to get them, and there was one that was like 8 miles away, round trip. And, Chase Floyd doesn't use public transport, or public transportation, so I had to walk there. So I had to go on this crazy walk. I went down 4th Street, which is like some crazy ghetto street, and it's pretty wild. But I ended up getting my strings. And that particular day, I was learning the song Of All the Gin Joints by Fall Out Boy. And I was also listening to it. So, that song kind of reminds me of that day and how much fun I had going on that adventure to get those new strings. So I figured to show that I've learned how to play guitar, I'm going to play that song for you. So here's my acoustic version of All the Gin Joints by Fall Out Boy. Well, that concludes the second challenge of my 100 challenge, learning how to play guitar. I had a lot of fun with it, and I'm still practicing, and I'm still working on getting better so I can, be like my idol John Stamos and walk around saying "Have mercy" all the time. And yeah, well, that's pretty much sums it up right there. And before I go though, I'm gonna leave you with a song that reminds me of simpler times. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV, you miss your old familiar friends. They're waiting to surround the bend. 'Cause everywhere you look, there's a heart and to hold on to. And everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. And everywhere you look, when you're lost out there, you're all alone. The night is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look. Shabba-da-ba-ba-da. Have mercy.